Hey guys, Dom here, and today we're continuing on with this archetype enhancement show, and today I'll be working on the treasure hunt kind of keyword. It's quite a nice little keyword, but only 9 cards in the game actually have it, and then there's also treasure map, which technically has it, but also doesn't. I think that these cards have a lot of potential. This isn't all of them, it's just a few of them, and they are kind of one-use effects, which is probably the reason why some of them have decent stat blocks. But today I'll just be kind of trying to make a proper archetype, which can then be enhanced and developed and work with cards already in the game. And yeah, you're going to basically see what ideas I came up with, and obviously feel free to share your own ideas in the comments. So the first card I want to show is Artifact Collector, which is based off Umbacano from Oblivion, who was a guy who was trying to collect all 10 of the Ayleid statues and some of the Ayleid crowns, and at the end of the few side quests, he ends up either, depending on which crown you gave him, ascending into like the reincarnation of an Ayleid king, or just getting zapped to death. But yeah, anyway, onto this card. He's a 5-cost 3/4 with Treasure Hunt. This card, the card that's drawn, costs 2 less. And whenever you play a treasure hunt, deal 2 damage. So this would be kind of a nice assist and engine card, which you'd have on the field. And it means the next treasure hunt card you draw, obviously, will be cheaper and easier to play. And it's got that constant ongoing effect of whenever you actually activate a treasure hunt effect, it will hit your opponent for some burn. And that's just quite nice. Or actually, no, it's not just your opponent, is it? You can also hit a unit if you really want to. It's just something that gives the archetype a bit more flexibility as well. Okay, next we have the... Oh, how do you say it? Valera? Valera? I don't know. I said it weird as a kid and it's always stuck with me. But anyway, this card is a 4-cost support, which gives all your treasure hunt effects an additional use. So what this would be is, say, with the previous card, when you draw a treasure hunt card, obviously the effect will go off, and the second time you draw a treasure hunt card, that effect will go off again, then it will stop. So it's just a nice way of, you know, making those treasure hunt cards actually be more worthwhile to keep on the field. And multiple effects is just really nice. It's because when you look at treasure hunt as a whole, I mentioned about the stat blocks being quite high, and that's probably because of the one-time effect use. But with this card, it makes them a lot more viable. But then that does mean this card might even want to be a bit higher in cost, perhaps, if it was implemented, just because obviously if it's only a 4-cost, that's going to be quite quickly. You can pick up lots of these in the field. Right, this is more of a cheat card because it's Ayleid Crown, which is meant to link into the kind of the collector Ayleid storyline bit in Oblivion, and obviously as the previous 2 cards were related to it, I thought let's make another one. So the Ayleid Crown is an 8-cost card, which does -2/-2. Equip it to an enemy creature and take control of it. So this is meant to reflect how in Oblivion the Ayleid Crown either obviously zaps Umbacano to death, hence the takeover damage, and the thought of taking control of your opponent's unit is to relate to the other effect of the crown, which is the possessive reincarnation thingy. So this would basically be used just to kind of nab your opponent's units. I don't know what else there's really to say about it. Reason why I went with 8 cost is just because it does damage the unit you steal. Okay, so next we have the Blackwater Brigand, who is based off just the 3 pirates, or actually it's 4, isn't it? The 4 pirates that you meet in Oblivion, called the Blackwater Brigands, who have their secret base in Bravil, but it's not actually a location. And these guys are basically the clumsiest pirates that you could find, because all of them just give away what they're doing. And yeah, their leader just gets fed up and just surrenders if you inform her of everything that the other brigands told her. But yeah, because there was quite a few of them, and by quite a few I mean 4 of them, which I've already said several times now, I thought I'd make this a treasure hunt creature, summon a copy of this card. So it was kind of, yes, you drew any random creature, a second one spawns, yes, you drew another creature, only that second one goes off. I know with Valera this could make this really powerful and just flood your field, but yeah, that's pretty much how this card works. So a lot of banter and a lot of swarm. While we are talking about the Blackwater Brigands, I might as well show off the unique legendary Selene. a 6 cost 4/3 charge, which is looking for a support, or the Golden Galleon, which is completely fake. And what this does is destroy an enemy support or creature with less cost than the support drawn. I don't know why I gave it that with less cost than the support drawn, extra bit of an effect. It could probably get away with just being a destroy an enemy support or creature. I think it's mainly because of the synergy that could have been pulled off and making this a just destructive machine, as well as the fact that it's got charge, so it's a good aggro unit. And if you couldn't tell, all these cards are kind of made to go as an item Battle Mage deck. This one I think is just quite a nice one at reinforcing that side of aggro to the item decks. And this one could probably really shake up your opponent in the correct situation. So the Dead Man's Dread Pirate is a 3 cost 3/3 treasure hunt keyword, gain the keyword. This is just one of your simple cards which, you know, you have for the archetype, just so you can be like, yeah, I got this one, woo! Don't know what else there is really to say about him. If you don't know what the Dead Man's Dread is, it's the ship that Cyrus has, and if you don't know who Cyrus is, he is the main character of the fabled Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard, which was like a weird third-person game that was really old. It was, I think, the one made before Morrowind, but after Daggerfall. I'm not too sure, really. I've never played it. But I just thought this would be cool, and yeah, gets in those old nostalgic fans of Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard being like, hey, it's a card which is related to it and doesn't completely break any form of immersion or whatever. So next we have the Bloodwalker Swashbuckler. If you don't know who the Bloodwalkers are, that's right, I'm going to waffle you with more lore. These are the pirate thug people who were messing about with the East Empire Company in Skyrim, and you dealt with them in the quest Rise in the East. I don't know why, but when I said that, I thought I said yeast, not east. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling that much. This is a 4 cost 2/2, which when you draw a creature, deals damage equal to the creature's power. So the reason why this is kind of a high cost with low stats is just because, obviously, synergy with older cards. And by older cards, I mean the ones that were showed earlier in this video, as I don't want you to just completely go ham on your opponent. Imagine if you just drew, like, say, an Iron Atronak with this. That's 12 damage to your opponent. So, as you can tell, it could shaft over your opponent, or it could shaft you over if you draw something of 0 power. Right, final card is First Mate. Yeah, I couldn't really think of any good names. This is a 3 cost 2/3, which is looking for an item. And when it's drawn, it gains a copy of that item. Again, made for the item Battle Mage archetype. Just really nice in my opinion. Gives you that item on a card for free pretty much. And sometimes that will be a really strong item. Sometimes that might not be the strongest of items. But hey, you do get something cool. You get a free card pretty much. I don't know what else there is really to say, so I'm just going to leave it at that. And that's going to pretty much end the video then. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Any requests, please feel free to share them. I mean, this one was a request. I meant to mention that at the start, but didn't. And I've got a request one already planned for next week. So, yeah. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time with whatever that is.